Hey, it's Wednesday, the 5th of June, and life is good. We're all alive. If you're watching this right now, you woke up. Let's never take that for granted. I don't have a specific thing to talk about in the news today, even though there's just so much going on. But what I wanted to touch on, which is coming up in my own personal life, in my groups that I'm a part of, is the idea of righteous anger and anger, personal anger. As Babylon starts to expose itself, as more and more stuff starts to come to the surface, we're going to start to really see how evil and how much they don't care for us. Look at Anthony Fauci admitting that he made up the rules. Look at I think it was the Japanese Prime Minister recently admitting that we're sorry that we even told you to do this with this, the required medicine. There's going to be a lot of anger that comes up in us because we were the victims. We are the people that lost parents, grandparents, lost time with loved ones, saw people die. And I'm not saying whether you're a conspiracy theorist or just an ordinary person, whatever it is, everyone really suffered. And we're really going to start to sense more and more darkness surfacing. But this is just a message to say, this is a time for righteous anger. Never think that your anger isn't valuable. The only time it becomes detrimental and not valuable is when we want to hang our leaders on guillotines, when we can't even join a group that's trying to make change on this planet because they're coming from a perspective of love and not fear and anger. I'm part of a group and there's been a lot of conversation in there recently. People are leaving because they don't think that we're angry enough and we should be despised by these people and we should be, throwing our dummy out and some people have left these groups because there's not enough anger and they want something to fuel their anger, or they think if you're not absolutely disgusted at the system, if you're not absolutely disgusted at what you're seeing and you're not screaming about it, then something's wrong with us. That's not the case. We as leaders have to really work on our own anger, our own shadow, because then we can come and do God's work. We can be frontline soldiers for the universe as we move in from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius without harboring detrimental personal anger. Of course, these people who have done these atrocities and have manipulated humanity need to deal with what's about to come to them. But when you know about natural laws, when you know about cause and effect, you realize that literally karmic wise, they won't be able to escape what they've done, even if they think that they can escape their karma. If you're coming from a perspective of pure anger where you're hissing inside and you're still so angry at the loss of your parents or grandparents, someone like that, then I'm here to tell you the best thing that you can do is really try and alchemize that in your own time and your own space so that you can become grounded, love-centered, and fight like a warrior the fight that needs to be had. It does not make you weak. It does not make you live in a spiritual new age bubble if you're not full of anger, swear words, hatred towards the system. Of course, it's justifiable to have that. But have you alchemized your personal anger into a righteous anger? As a Buddhist, I recognize and I'm trained in the philosophy that there's 10 life states, always dormant within us, from Buddhahood to hell, and they're always transforming. And every single one of them life states are very beneficial. And absolutely every one of them, anger, even the life state of hell, can be illuminated through the Buddhahood that we also have within us. Never discount your anger or think that something's wrong if you're an angry person. I am a very angry person when it comes to the world. I would like to think I am, and I'm transforming and doing what I can to make sure that I channel this anger and any personal anger I have so that I can alchemize it and actually be effective, sharp, and use my abilities to try and communicate what I feel is happening in the world instead of just being angry like, because we're not going to be no good if we're just like, F them, F them, F them. But it is justifiable, of course. So it was just a quick message from me today. There's an incredible guy called Mark Passio, Mark Passio, Mark Passio. Check him out. The Gift of Sacred Anger. He's an ex-priest from the Church of Satan. And he just blows me away, if I'm totally honest, because he basically is saying anyone that tells you that your anger is wrong, they're clapped. We need to harness this anger that's going to rise, and it's going to rise even more as more and more efferys come to the surface. As we start to understand the details and the workings of how they've manipulated us so much, it's going to rise to the surface. Can you alchemize your anger, and can you turn it into righteous anger? You know, the anger that someone's been robbed, the anger that someone's been murdered, the anger of injustice in this world, the anger of these Freemasons manipulating everything. That is an incredible thing to have. But are we harnessing it and using it for the correct ways? Or are we using it and turning it on each other, looking at other spiritual groups that are trying to come from a perspective of love and then saying they're pathetic? Don't get me wrong, I'm not here for the love and light and let's all just sing and sing Haribo, Haribo and chant Om and just be spiritual. I'm not here for that. But that also doesn't mean that I'm here to be judgmental of anyone else, and also to share anything that's my own personal pain and anger. If you consider yourself someone who is different, who is aware of the truth of this darkness in this world, then yeah, man, righteous anger is gonna come. I love you. As I always say, stay grounded. Try not to come with your prayer with any sense of lack, because if you come from a perspective of lack, you don't recognize how much that the universe is giving you already. I'm parked outside TK Maxx right now. I'm about to take these glasses back because as much as they're cool, they're making me dizzy. And I'd rather just save the money. So at least I bought them just for this video. I love ya. Stay real, stay raw. Mark Passio, The Sacred Gift of Anger. Check it out. And stay grounded, man. Stay grounded more than ever right now. Yeah? Indigo. Peace.